Hey guys, Phil here. So welcome to another review. This time I'm gonna talk about a Huawei P Smart Z phone that I bought this year. It's a completely fresh new phone from Huawei and it came out in 2019 in May. So it has a LTPS, IPS LCD screen, capacitive touchscreen and 16 different colors, 16 different tones inside, which is crazy really. Resolution is 1080 by 2340 pixels and includes radios 16 by 9, 5 by 9 and so on. So once you load it up first, you can choose whether or not you're gonna use some background. It depends on the nap time. If you choose a nap time every minute or so, you can see there's, library includes tons of these pictures, tons of these backgrounds that you can pick. So for example, for this video, I'm going to choose this one with icebergs. I like that one. So you need to go upstairs, 3 dots. Hopefully you can see it. I zoomed out a little bit so you can see the whole phone, but this on the right top, you have your ability to choose your first background shot, and I chose this one with icebergs, and I just scroll it. You just do this motion like this, and once it's in a nap time, once you load it up again, it's gonna show up the same picture as it showed before. So this is the first thing that you see, and let's change the background here and turn off my Wi-Fi so it doesn't interrupt me. Alright, so first things first, there is a bunch of possibilities here, and I chose this menu screen. There are multiple menu screens, but we're gonna get into that later maybe. So Skype, you see it includes its own app gallery here. It has a WhatsApp, of course, app. It has TikTok, now I downloaded TikTok even. DJI, now it's ready, I downloaded, so because soon I'm getting drone. That's gonna be realized, I believe, next year, hopefully. So I'm saving up for it. YouTube is here, Facebook is here, and Instagram, so much things. Now it has a 4 gigs of RAM. 4 gigs of RAM, which it can handle, so many things. 64 internal memory it can handle. CPU is octa-core 4 by 2.2 GHz, Cortex A73 4 by 1.7 GHz, Cortex A53. Now these are just specs. These are just the specs which I'm not familiar with it, so 100% I'm not sure what that is, but these are the specs for the CPU. GPU is mainly G51 MP4, so whatever that is for GPU, I think it's really capable of running so fast. It's really fast whenever you open it. Now for this example, actually, let's turn on our Wi-Fi, and we can get into YouTube. You see, in a second, we're gonna be in YouTube. So you just press it. You see how really it's fast. Really, it's fast. And now you can go here on the square button. See the square button? Now it picks everything that you picked early on. So recently we opened 3 tabs here, and he saved them. So he saved them inside, so you can choose whether or not you want to go back and check out each one of them. Now if you wish to delete one, you just go upstairs. I don't need WhatsApp, I don't need this, for example. I want to choose only YouTube. So in this here you have so many possibilities, Preview is going really fast, as you can see, so of course it runs 1080p 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second it can handle in video. So preview goes already. So I wasn't talking about, but this was my first phone. So this was my first phone, Sony Ericsson K510i. So I bought this in 2007, still works really. And I'm saving this, because of the videos and the photos, old photos that I had. I'm gonna show these old photos one day, hopefully. So I'm gonna gather all the photos from 2008, 2009, 2010. because I'm saving it, because I'm gonna need it. So that was my early first phone. And the second one was LG L42 model. So you can see how it's really fast. Already talks about, you know, new contents that are available. IGN uploaded Crash Bandicoot series, so best moments. And the new Crash Bandicoot came out, if I'm sure, on the PS4 and Xbox One. It is available. Completely new era of Crash Bandicoot, so the story is completely different. So that's basically it with YouTube, so you can see it's really fast. We talked about Mondly also last time. I reviewed it, I did a review on it. So also you see how it's really fast, so it goes back and forth in just in a few seconds. And if I don't want it, just say give up. Facebook really opens also really fast. Let me see. Yeah, you see, in just a seconds, just in a few seconds, I'm here. And yeah, you can scroll around. You can, you know, just like any regular phone. For me, it's a new experience because I never got a chance to have this fast phone. So for some people, it's not a big deal, but for me, it's a really big deal. 4 gigs of RAM for this handy device phone, it's insane, really. Also, let's check out the camera now. I have to show you the camera. So, on the back side, there is a fingerprint. There is a fingerprint area. This little area, it's a touch. So it's a touch that recognizes and detects your thumb or second finger. So you can choose whether or not you want to unlock your phone. So for the security reasons, you can use your thumb or a second finger to determine your touch. And it's gonna, it's gonna notice you don't need any code. So this is your code, basically, Unicode. You can open it easily. So here on the top, we have 2 cameras. We have a front camera, we have a selfie camera and flashlight, of course. So if we get into it now, you see it's a really good screen. And so also we have, now it's 60 frames per second, 1080p. And we get into the resolution, 16:9. You can choose different aspects here. 720, so 720p by 30 frames per second, which is recommendable. So it's a recommendation here. They recommend 720p by 16:9, which is, you know, clear image. But 1080p is the most clear one. So I like 30 frames per second more. 60 frames per second is for vlogs and everything. 30 frames per second is for more cinematic look also, but you know, 24 is really cinematic, but for us we use 25 frames per second in Europe, so it's a PAL format. So you can choose between those 4, and it's coded in H265, which is the highest rate. Highest coding, H264 it could also be, but that's lower, but I'm gonna put it on the top of it, so just a higher performance of the phone, so it can stay on that level. So we're not gonna change that. We're going to see something else. Now also you can determine your position, where you're at. So you just click on it, it's gonna remember your position for every outcome, you know, for every possible situation that you're in. So it's good for Google Maps. So it literally leads you through the streets while you have your position. So these are for the resolutions. There are 4 different resolutions. Now we're in H265. We're not going to change that. It has also selfie camera. Now it's in 30 frames per second. You just click this on the right down bottom. Just click this one, it's gonna open it. Here you can see, yeah, the setup. 30 frames per second it can be. Selfie camera doesn't support 60 frames per second. It can't handle it, guys. So it's really, it's limited. And which is okay. It's already a year-old phone, and they can build so much technology just from the selfie camera, but the main camera is really sick. I'm going to show you Now it shuts off really quickly because of the timing, because of the nap time. It can last very long. Now once you get inside, you have a Pro, you have your AR lens, you have a speed up reproduction for your videos. HDR is only for pictures, it doesn't include videos in HDR because the camera can't handle so much of the resolution. So 1080p 30 frames per second always is gonna be, for the pictures it's more on the top. It's more on the top. The other one is, let's see here, also you have AR lens. AR lens is for the effects. We're not gonna open that now because it's gonna get crazy. Phone is gonna, you know, make lots of noise, but it's a good one. It's a good one for snapshot. It's good for WhatsApp. It's good for Facebook. It's good for Instagram. Also there is movable picture. Now if you get into a Pro, if you're willing, if you're willing to try something more professional without automatic settings, you just can use your ISO, shutter speed, autofocus, manual focus, and lens. You can also lens. So see here, you can change it however you want. And if you're willing to go manually, this is the one that you should pick up also, because it provides you so many things that automatically phone is working for you. Now you're working for the phone, basically. Now there's multiple effects, there are multiple color tones. You can see these are, let's say, almost like white balance, and so this AVB that you see, it's a white balance. And you have for the color, custom color settings. So you can choose here Kelvins from 2800 till 7000. So the higher number is, that's the warmer color, the lower number is, that's the colder tone. It has the best speed that I ever experienced on any phone. And yeah, it costed around $200, not so much. And for the 2019 is really one of the best Huawei phones out there, with 2 cameras and also ability to secure yourself. So with your thumb or with your second finger, it can save up your security inside. Once you press it, it's gonna recognize your thumb, so nobody can access your phone except you. So just it's gonna save automatically. Flashlight is there also, so once it's nighttime, I'm using it regularly, for example, when I'm outside somewhere. So that's basically it. Huawei, I'm gonna give it 10 out of 10. It supports internal memory, supports 64 gigs, and the RAM inside internal is 4 gigs of RAM, which is really, really nice. Video can handle 1080p 30 frames per second. It has a 3.5mm input jack for your earbuds, for your headphones. This is the speaker on the far right side. So hopefully the camera can see it. I can't see on the top now, but this is your speaker. See how it's really small? You need, here's one catch. You need to be able to hear YouTube and any video that you're playing. If you want to hear it fully, so that is really clear, that it's coming out of your phone, you need to higher your volume to the highest point. So higher your volume to the highest point, so you can be able to hear really clearly what is going on, what it comes off. USB port. This is the USB port right here. You're charging your phone through this, and that's his mask. Now this mask is good for, your cards, for Visa, for everything that you have. It has 2 slots here. Now this one is not opening, it's just there. So it's developed just to sit there, but downstairs you can open this on the bottom. So guys, what do you think? Let me know your opinion. Would you recommend it also for $200? Now the price is going down. Obviously, it's a 1.5-year old phone. Still runs pretty good, smooth, doesn't lag at all. So that is Huawei P Smart Z. And till the next time, see you soon and catch you later.